Today we're turning my bedroom into my dream studio and my studio into a bedroom. Does that make sense? Let me explain. A brief history. It's been a year since me and my partner moved into this apartment, and at first it was such a refreshing change of scenery. But quickly, something felt off. The room that I was supposed to be the most creative in was always shrouded in darkness. For some artists, this is perfect for them, but for me and my art, it was catastrophic. At first, I tried to compensate by buying all of these lamps, and then I tried a feng shui makeover, which I did really like for editing and computer work, but it wasn't really ideal for filming or sculpting. And when that didn't work, I tried to recreate the magic of my older studio, but by doing so, I only managed to point out the obvious, which is that I by myself could never recreate sunlight. Real, warm sunlight. Slowly but surely, I moved my desk in here. I've been filming more in here, making more art in here, and I don't know why, I just feel so much better in this room. It feels like my soul was just like frozen for the past couple months, and now it's thawing. I feel like as I near closer to my 25th birthday, like my frontal lobe is developing, getting to know myself and what I need as a person, as an artist, as a creative, and I need this. I need rays of light. I need to feel warm. I'm like a plant. I just need to like bask in the sun and photosynthesize. It's so much better for videos, for photos, for my work in general. So I had this conversation with my partner and I was like, I love where we live, but I just need this. So yeah, that's the plan. We're switching the rooms today. My vision for this room is to be super open. So of course we have to move the bed and both of the bedside stands. Is that what they're called? Bedside stand? You know what I mean. Compared to the other room, look how cold and dreary this room is. It's actually so messy in here because I haven't stepped foot in this room for almost a month. So maybe this room will be better utilized as a place to sleep and just turn off my thoughts. The first thing we have to do obviously is to move everything out of this room. So without further ado, let the montage start. I'm honestly like a little overwhelmed. I guess I'll just start by taking all these boxes down. I'm gonna try to use my new camera. All right, so we finished moving everything out of this room. We already have one of the bedside tables here. Currently, everything else is out here. It feels like we're moving again, but not really. We even have our bathroom filled with my stuff. I'm now realizing that I have way too much stuff. Cute! It actually fills up the room. All right, the bed frame is in. Bedroom is taking form. This is what the studio is looking like so far. We moved the couch in here with great effort. There's just so much stuff around, it's hard to visualize it, but I think it's coming together. We'll see.
Porque mi amor, why did you leave me waiting here? Why did you go? Where is the touch? Where is the heart? Where is the love?
Good morning, friends. It's the next day and I am in the new studio. Oh my gosh. I love how open and clean and bright and sunny it is. As you can see, we put the shelves right behind me because that's just my MO. I need to have my wooden shelves behind me in my videos. We basically kept this wall the same, just replaced Mr. Uncomfy setup with my editing monitor, and we replaced the bed with this lovely little couch. If anyone remembers the living room from my one-bedroom apartment, this is is very reminiscent of that. Originally, I didn't know if I wanted to keep the tables pushed up against the walls. I was even thinking of putting this table like directly in the middle of the room, like some of these inspiration pics I found on Pinterest, but I don't know, I kind of like how big and open it is. This new setup is proving to be so versatile already. Now that we got all the big stuff out of the way, it's time for the nitty-gritty. I want to declutter, reorganize things, add more decorations, just more details. I feel like it's the details that will help elevate the space the most. Kind of like fashion, I'm learning that it's the accessories that do most of the heavy lifting. So much like accessorizing and modding an outfit, we're gonna do that same thing with my space. The first kind of more pragmatic thing I want to set up is a humidifier. This cute little thing is from the brand Drio, which is actually the sponsor of this video. As you guys know, I live in Colorado, so it gets very, very dry here, especially in the winters. Your girl's skin be suffering, her lips get chapped, and even though your girl's name is uncomfy, I don't like to be uncomfy like that. I kind of want to set it up in this corner. On top of adding moisture to the air, you can also add some essential oil to the base. I think I'm gonna add some lavender oil to add like a calming essence to the air as well. Here's telling you the humidity. So 39% is actually really good for my room right now. You can change the light here, and it's truly such a fine mist. You can only see it when you look closely, but otherwise, she is just so calm and demure. The next thing I wanna set up is this little heater. Don't let all the sunlight fool you. It gets really cold here in the winters as well. I've actually been using this heater already. It's nice to let all the air circulate, but it's even nicer to be warm while I'm working too. Growing up, my family would only ever use small heaters like this. So your girls used a lot of different heaters, and this one is by far the most quiet and most effective at heating up a room. Not only does it go up and down, but it goes side to side, and that allows it to evenly heat up a room. This is it on low heat, and this is on the highest setting. Even on the highest setting, it's still really quiet. So paired with the humidifier, these two things will help keep my studio so comfy for all the cold days coming up. Thank you, Drio, for sponsoring this video, and make sure to check out their heater and humidifiers down below. This hat because my hair is a bit of a mess right now. It's almost been 2 full weeks since I've rearranged everything, and I wanted to give an update on how things are going. Long story short, I absolutely love it in here. There is such like a magical quality to how much sunlight this room gets, which is something that I really needed, especially as we head into daylight savings time. Literally the day that I moved into this room, I felt so inspired. Like I did a little impromptu photo shoot with my plushies, which is something that I've been meaning to do ever since I made them last year, but I just never did it. But the sunlight in here is so pretty. There's just so much more room to move the camera around. The day afterwards though, I got to go on a trip to New York, and I hosted my first clay workshop, which was also an overwhelming and beautiful experience. And even though New York City is like my favorite place in the world, I found myself being really excited to go back home. And as soon as I got home, I sculpted like one of the most complex pieces I had ever done in a very, very long time. Is this figurine. I can't talk too much about it right now, but yeah, I'm so proud of it. After this whole experiment, I think I proved to myself that, you know, if I feel something wrong, I have the power to change it. Even if it's a little unconventional or inconvenient or just seems a little silly, changing your environment can make the biggest difference. I actually feel like I have my spark back. And as far as the new bedroom goes, it's exactly what it needs to be. It's cozy, it's clear. We leave the windows open here like all day so we get fresh air every time we're in this room. Mr. Uncomfy has his desk set up here, and we also were able to move this big dresser against the wall over here. And what I'm finding is I actually get much better sleep in this room than in the previous room. I think it's because I wake up so excited to get to work that I've been waking up much earlier than than usual. I've been waking up at like 5:30 or 6, and by the time it's like 10 o'clock at night, I can just like go into this room and knock out, and it's so peaceful. Like, I thought moving rooms would be so awkward, but it was actually such a quick and natural adjustment for us. I think the way that this room is naturally darker and a bit colder, it's actually more conducive to better sleep and rest. It's actually kind of ironic that I found my perfect setup for this apartment, and yet I won't be here for more than another year. We are thinking about moving into a house with housemates, or just moving to another city completely. One day I would love to have nothing more than like a shed and a backyard to do my art, and like have my own pottery kiln and my dear friends close by. Even so, I love this apartment so much and all the opportunities that it's granted me, despite how many hard times I've had in this apartment as well. Whenever I do these studio makeovers, I always go back to pictures of my older studios, starting off in my parents' house, to my very first apartment when I had like 3 other roommates, to our first 1-bedroom apartment by ourselves, and this one now. Each space that we inhabit is never permanent. Each one was so special and resembled their own chapter in my career. Each time I do a studio makeover, I always think it's gonna be the last, but that's never really it. I guess I just want to say thanks for watching these little studio makeovers. There will probably be more studio makeovers in the future. Things will always change, I will always change, and that's the whole point. All right, friends, literally the same day, I was just about to close off the video when I realized I have to be honest, I have to be real. I have neglected to do the most important part of this process. Remember when I was telling you how I have so much stuff, that I have too much stuff, and all of a sudden we transported into my beautiful new studio? Well, all of that stuff isn't gone. I just shoved it all away in this corner. And like I said, it's been like 2 weeks since I've done this. So before I close off this video, I am going to declutter. I know for a fact that a lot of this stuff can go, because while we're moving things into the studio, I brought all of the important stuff in with me and left all of this stuff out here. Some of it is like old mugs and ceramics that we want to donate. A lot of it is stuff that brands have sent me to film videos with and I no longer need. For example, I have a ton of these huge Miniverse kits. I think this is a perfect time of year to donate them with the holidays coming up. Like, it's not just these, I have like all of these like mini ones too. I have some makeup PR that I want to sort and give away to my friends, and then we'll sort through all the other stuff.
Darling, I would die for you. Tell 1,000 lies for you. Love you like the ocean. Love you in slow motion. Anything it takes to make you stay. But I can't rely on you. Doesn't matter what I do. You say you need it.
All right, you guys, I finished the decluttering. There's still some boxes that we plan on donating, but this is definitely much better. My hands are also covered in makeup because I was going through my makeup thing and I was tossing like expired makeup and things that I just don't ever touch or use anymore. I used to keep like so much random makeup, like just in case, but I don't ever reach for them. For example, I was keeping these different blushes for literal years. Like, I kept this blush that my mom gave me when I was 16, and like, that's just how to go. I literally have all of my makeup in this bag, and I feel like this suits my lifestyle so much better now. I don't have to think about anything when I sit down and do my makeup because everything is right here. And now whenever I travel, I can just pick this up and toss it in my bag. I don't have to go collect all my makeup items because that's what I used to have to do for every single trip. We've both been like cleaning all day, so as our little reward, Allie made us some roll cake. All right, let's do the bathroom now. It's 6 o'clock. I want to do this as quickly as possible. Let's aim to clean these countertops and the toilet and the closet in 30 minutes. Might be unrealistic, but if you shoot for the moon, you land among the stars, right?
TikTok and Instagram, and now your brain is so overloaded with information.
Okay guys, it's 6:47. I haven't even touched the closet, but I did the most important things, which were the toilet and the counters. I'm so happy with this. I don't know if it showed up on camera, but beforehand this was covered in like oil and like so much dust because I honestly haven't cleaned this bathroom since like way before we went to Korea, so it's been like a couple months. I didn't really feel like filming myself cleaning the toilet. I got this like new flour gel for the bowl, and this one's actually so much better than the ones I've been using beforehand. This one is much more fragrant and actually like cleans the bowl each time you flush. All right, you guys, that is officially it for this video. I'm literally about to upload this right now, but yeah, this was such a nice reset for myself personally, especially as we head into fall. I've been wanting to declutter, I've been wanting to clean, I've been wanting to set up this new studio, and I'm so happy I did it. I can't wait to make more videos and make more art for you guys. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Rusty red on her shoulder, I was cleaning her shoe when it clicked on the trot over in the bright morning dew. We brushed and we braided dandelion